hey!
We don't kill the living. Shut up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another review for The Walking Dead for Season 8, Episode 5, entitled The Big Scary You. Guys, the episode starts out with a flashback of Negan, Dwight, Eugene, Simon, and Negan's other lieutenants listen to Gregory plead his case for the Saviors to spare the Hilltop community, vowing to evict any of those going along with Rick's plan for the community. Simon assures Gregory that he trusts him despite Negan's non-plus nature. Just then, gunshots ring out, signaling the start of Rick's attack. In the present, Negan and Father Gabriel are trapped in a trailer surrounded by walkers within the fence of the sanctuary. Negan doesn't kill Gabriel, but does express concern that without his leadership, the Saviors will start to fall apart. Gabriel believes he ended up trapped with Negan to help him confess, specifically speaking to him about how he treats the workers within the sanctuary as well as his wives. Negan wavers a bit, describing his life pre-epidemic, including having worked with kids and his wife, but then explains that after the epidemic he came across numerous groups feuding against each other and gained control of their key leaders as to form the Saviors. Negan lets his guard down as Gabriel explains his own past and the death of his congregation. This allows Gabriel to grab his gun before locking himself in the trailer's second room. Negan opens up about his first wife prior to the epidemic and convinces Gabriel they have to work together to get out of this mess. Within the sanctuary, Simon discusses the situation with the other lieutenants, believing Negan may be dead and the power vacuum that creates. Gavin raises the possibility that the only way Rick's army could have taken them like they did was they had some inside information, likely from somebody in this room. Dwight, who secretly did provide this, diverts their attention to the growing issues of the workers who are becoming restless, being holed up in the building. They decide to take no immediate action. As they return to their rooms, Eugene brings Dwight a jar of gherkins as an expression of thanks. Eugene notices a chess set that Dwight has been working on and inadvertently picks up a piece that still has wet paint on it. Later, Simon makes a decision to turn off the sanctuary's power since they cannot access the fuel reserves. The workers, suffering from the heat, move up to the second floor against their normal orders, knowing something is wrong, and they demand to see Negan. The lieutenants try to vouch for him when suddenly they hear Negan's whistling, and they fall onto their knees. Negan and Gabriel, who escaped the trailer by covering themselves in the viscera of the walkers, have made it safely inside. Negan reaffirms his power, and the workers quickly agree to return to work. Negan orders Gabriel to be kept in a cell. Later, Negan and the lieutenants find some of the weapon bags left by Rick's group, and realize that the weapons they had were stolen from the sanctuary. Eugene observes the bag and sees a spot of paint on it, the same color that was on his finger from touching Dwight's chest set. Privately, Negan tells Eugene he will reward him handsomely if he can figure out the mole within the Saviors, but at the same time will kill him if he can't, albeit quickly. Eugene later goes to see Gabriel and finds him suffering and calls for medical attention. Elsewhere, Rick and Daryl deal with the truck that was transporting weapons back to the sanctuary. Daryl violently interrogates the driver, barely alive, and to try to learn more, but Rick suggests other ways. The man shortly dies, so they turn their attention to the weapons. They find a supply of dynamite, and Daryl thinks they can use it for the fight, but Rick protests, thinking there is a better way. The two get into a fight, during which Rick grabs the bag of dynamite and throws it back into the truck, causing it and the rest of the weapons it carries to explode. They return to their vehicles, but Rick finds his truck does not start, and Daryl refuses to give him a ride. The two men bitterly separate. Rick continues on his own until he sees a helicopter fly overhead and gives chase. Alright guys, that was the quick little rundown review of Season 8, Episode 5, The Big Scary You. Thanks for checking us out as always, and I will see y'all guys on the next one. That'll be good.
Welcome to Lindbergh. my pants yet?